Yo, at the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of money, he literally sleeping with other people. So, like, this is a story.
This is the best podcast in the city.
Thank you.
I'm not pandering.
You know what I'm saying? And they take vocals and, scripts and
I started living on Tupac.
You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat. Into it.
But I also met the
team. They know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have make sure I want to entertain her like Snoop Dogg. He's an icon in all facets of life.
biggest icon
in the world. But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like women.
No more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip of a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on the students and everybody. Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. Finally, we went to Roger Kemp.
There's 2 cats. No, you can hustle in many ways. There's 2 cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on the wall. These the realest niggas out
Yeah, you already know.
Like, for real, like, this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman, and I know if I know my woman.
Smart dummy!
Let's go! Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I'm the host, Anthony That Dude Johnson. And always, there's gonna be somebody at this table with me. I got my brother in the building, LV the Great. Thank you for coming through, King. I appreciate you, man. We had a dope ass show Tuesday, me and LV, man. That was one of my favorite shows thus far. Our conversation and dialogue. I can't wait to have it again. Let's do it.
All right.
So, how your week been, King?
It's been alright. It's been okay.
Is it Groundhog Day? Mine feel like Groundhog Day working at goddamn store. It feels like Groundhog Day.
I mean, how though? Cause you get different packages, different people. You know what I'm saying? Groundhog Day is the same motherfucker, same thing. How you get Groundhog Day out of where you work?
Hey, make sure y'all like and share, man. And if y'all want to donate,
man, y'all gotta share it too.
We about to give some money to the families, man, for Christmas, man. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App, bro.
You got Cash App?
Yeah, we got Cash App, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. Yeah. So let's start the show, man. Let's get straight to it. Brittney Griner, released from prison for a fugitive. He was a fugitive, but he was caught. That was arms dealer, basically selling war firearms let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all. Let's start with Brittney Griner being released from prison.
Griner is free. The WNBA star, who has been detained in Russia since February, has been released in a prisoner swap with arms dealer Victor Bout. She is now in U.S. custody. Our team of reporters and analysts standing by. We want to start now with Kylie Atwood at the State Department. Kylie, hello, welcome to you. What do we know at this point?
Yeah, well, we've just learned from a U.S. official, as you said, Brittney Griner, after about 10 months of being in Russian prison, is now free. She is in the custody of U.S. officials. We're expecting to hear from President Biden today, according to that U.S. official. And a source familiar tells us that this was a prisoner swap. It was for Brittney Griner for Victor Bout. And just to remind folks who Victor Bout is, he is an infamous arms trafficker. He is serving a 25-year prison sentence here in the United States, and he is someone that the Russians have been wanting for a while. Now, of course, Griner is a very famous basketball star, and there has been an immense amount of public pressure on the Biden administration to secure her release. But guys, notably this morning, we're not hearing that there is any news on Paul Whelan. And Paul Whelan is another American who has been wrongfully detained in Russia since 2018, going on 4 years in Russian prison.
All right, so that's the actual clip of the arms dealer being swapped out for a WNBA player. And I want to start by saying I watched the clip, bro, and just how they was happy to see him and how Brittney Griner, the Secret Service or whoever it was that picked her up, they didn't really interact with her. You know what I'm saying?
Now, who is this? Where,
that's Victor.
Now, I know where they do the swap at.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was in the news clip, though, that we just watched.
Yeah, so I wonder, what country was it in? Was it in the United States? Was it in Russia? You know what I'm saying? All of this shit plays a factor into a motherfucker sitting up about to come pick up some woman he probably don't even know fucking exists. Brittney Griner.
So why did they shake the Russians? Let's make it. We're not gonna make it about that. Let's make it about what really happened. And we are crazy to think that Brittney Griner ever being captured and sentenced that long wasn't substance behind what's happening now. And if America really gave a fuck about what we stand for, they should have been on some, no, y'all gotta release her. It was a fucking vape pen. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all can't do that. So for them to give up a fucking stone cold criminal for a basketball player that just had a pen in her mouth, that had a pen that she used, is unfucking believable. That we are that dumb to believe that the government has any real control of Russia, of the Ukraine situation. We are the biggest slouches when it comes to what we stand for.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. To me, it's the fact that it was too many people, too many voices, and they would just had to let the shit blow over. Women were sitting up, trying to get all emotional. They had to let that cool down. Okay, it's too emotional. Niggas, because of the sports aspect, was involved in this shit. Okay, let them blow over. Let this shit blow over, and then we'll do what we really need to do. Who y'all want? Okay. The motherfucker that was doing what over in Afghanistan, doing what? Oh, okay. No big deal. It ain't like that. He was selling arms, and this motherfucker was whizzing by. But possibly, they could have touched some of the inner city streets or whatever, Definitely could. But either in case, but it's still the fact that the Brittney Griner and this man are low-level individuals. You wouldn't even know that man even fucking existed. Nobody would. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't say they low-level individuals when they are publicized as somebody of importance.
Not the Russian arm dude. Nobody know who he was.
But for a whole country,
he would have rotted in there until the entertainer from this country got arrested and sentenced to jail for doing some shit that she didn't have no business doing. The entertainer. There's other American spies that's rotting in them Russian prisons. There's other individuals that's
So is it that America idol worships more than anybody?
Idolater worshiping, loving motherfuckers, because on the realistic grand scheme of things, this woman have done nothing but dribble the ball.
That's a fact.
And dunk the ball, which is an amazing feat for a woman to do the things that she's doing, but that's all that she's doing.
And we gave back Russia one of
some low-level dog arms dealer, man. He was nobody.
So why did they?
Because to them, Brittney Griner was nobody. She's only somebody to us. She's or the sports world. That's why these sports, the NFL, the college, they all have their own atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? They divide themselves. She's somebody in the sports world, but as socially, she's nobody. But spiritually, and God, and she's somebody because she's a human being. So you have different levels of who she is, but
what concern she was to
right. So the dude over there, the people hugging, because he's somebody to them over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who picked him up.
I feel like that was that was a tactical form of them trying to say like we really like run America. I'm not even for America.
So who?
But if this was the streets, right? I'm not even for America. If this was the streets or this was a really a military thing, that guy was a captain and she was just a soldier. You understand what I'm saying? Because arms dealer, anybody that's dealing fucking weapons and selling weapons is a danger to society. Because that's why these kids in our streets and on our streets right now,
even your uncles, even your brothers, even your aunties, even your cousins, even your nieces, even all the people that go out and get licenses for motherfuckers to get firearms for people that they should not be getting firearms for. Are they just as dangerous?
Yeah.
Because those are the individuals, those women, those family members, those people are the individuals that are putting those guns on the streets.
So so let's use my situation as an example. Me getting my son a gun because I know my son is a protector. And I know my son, I want him to feel protected at all times. It was never a fleet for him to go out and do hood rat things with it.
It still was illegal. And then if something transpired behind that, ain't no telling what. It could have been an intruder, an invasion.
Well, he has a gun license.
It could have been a protection, not if he was of underage. But I'm saying that to say that these things are what put the guns in the community. Should we hold everybody on the same level? The Kukushinov
All right, man. Let's
hold on. Putting guns into the hands of Afghanistans or whoever. Okay, yes, that's a horrible thing, but Tiffany, Karen, putting guns directly into motherfuckers' hands that should not have them, that's permitted, that's prohibited from having them.
What you talking about, kids in general?
No, boyfriends, not just kids. Nigga, you got boyfriends, you got motherfuckers that motherfuckers with felonies, convicted felons, you got motherfuckers from all walks of life doing, motherfuckers that got domestic, got caught with drugs, motherfuckers that mentally ill. You got motherfuckers from all walks and kinds of life that have done something that can't do.
So are you appalled or offended at the Griner situation? Or are you appeased by it? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt like they was wrong for putting her trying to give her 9 years, and I personally feel like I'm not happy that they traded her for an arms dealer or whatever.
Why? The arms dealer doesn't fucking exist.
That man is
the only person that exists.
He's gotten people killed. And like they say, guns don't kill people, people kill people. No, I think guns kill people. If you don't put the guns on the streets, the killings is not happening.
Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. So I feel like that the Brittney Griner getting exchanged for the arms dealer.
I gotta read this comment. Lindsay said, maybe we should really be talking about the 1,300 people that are incarcerated in the United States on cannabis charges. Let's not mention this includes people held in jail or juvenile centers on cannabis charges. That's the real problem. I agree with that.
No, how about we not? How about we know that those individuals know that they was breaking the law? Who gives a fuck what's going on now? Who gives a fuck what's going on now? Because there's a point in time that it wasn't against the law to fuck a 10-year-old. So, times and periods, if you know you're doing something you ain't got no business doing, don't do it. Then when you get caught up doing something you don't have no business doing, you start talking about why you should get in trouble for it.
Well, I feel like this is a great segue for our time out. I think this is a great segue for our next
2,000.
Yeah. So this is a great segue for our next topic. Eric, I want everybody to stay there. Make sure you like and share. Make sure you like and share, motherfuckers. So this is a great segue to our next topic. Man, petty crime, steals out of a Home Depot. Old man that is just a greeter tried to stop him. The man pushes him to the ground. The old man dies behind it.
Why are you calling him old though?
He's an elderly. The old man dies behind it. The elderly man dies behind it. And now my question to people is, does this man deserve to be considered a murderer?
You gotta put some respect on this name. Why you calling him old?
That's what they said. He's very old. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
A Home Depot worker who was shoved to the ground by an alleged shoplifter died of his injuries more than a month after the incident. Police in Hillsborough, North Carolina, have been looking for this suspect after they say he shoved the then 82-year-old man while stealing merchandise. Video from the store on October 18th shows the suspect pushing a shopping cart loaded with pressure washers and heading for the exit. The employee at the checkout approached the suspect, who pushed the man to the ground. The suspect kept walking right out of the store, allegedly without paying for his items. Hillsborough police say the suspect then loaded up his white four-door Hyundai Sonata with a temporary North Carolina license plate and drove off. The employee was taken to the hospital, and police say he died December 1st due to complications from the injuries he sustained. The medical examiner ruled his death a homicide. The suspect is still at large and unidentified. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Hillsborough Police at 919-296-9562. A Home Depot worker who was shoved to the ground by...
All right, so that's the actual clip, man, and I want to have this conversation. So, say, for example, you poor, you broke, you tired of the economy being bad, there's the food, the gas prices is high, you decide to steal. You decide to do a petty crime, which is theft, right? This greeter is in your way. And I want to speak on, I'm saddened by the whole trajectory of the situation, bro. Because I feel sorry for the whole thing. Let me tell you why. The old man or the elderly man that was pushed should not be trying to stop anybody at 70, 80 years old.
So now you age discriminate.
No, yeah, let me tell you why. Listen, when I'm at the store, and I see an elderly person grabbing a box or ask me to come get the box out of the car, I do it. You know why? Because I don't want you hurting yourself coming in my store and you're just trying to drop off a package. I would rather you take precautions and make sure you're okay, because I'm young enough and I'm strong enough and I'm capable enough to go out there and do it for you.
So
it's no different. It's no different. Don't be funny. It's no different. All right. So it's no different than me understanding. Listen, you are 78 years old, sir. If a person don't want to show you their receipt, do not step in front of them. These are conversations you have with your managers or your employees. If you're 78 years old, you do not step in front of nobody. We don't want you to get hurt. We don't want no.
That's not how that shit
That is.
works, though,
it is.
dog.
So all right. So let me break down. Let me break down what happened. Let me break down what happened. So now you have this man. Now you have this man. Both lives were ruined. One died. Okay. Now you have this man that died and lost his life over a $300 item. Then you have this man that went from having a petty theft crime to becoming a murderer. Is it right? Because to me, in that situation, all right. So do that man deserve to be in jail for murder, for life, behind a push?
No, hell no. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it could be involuntary manslaughter, but then when they throw in the theft and this weird shit, then it becomes a first degree crime. Then it becomes some weird shit, which we shouldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. Do I feel like the old man should be in the little thing? No. Stopping, asking anybody for anything? No. Do I feel like that we should be protecting our elderly?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
But the fact that there's an elderly motherfucker that outlived me, you, and a couple 10 motherfuckers that I know.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? There are your dad, say for example. You know what I'm saying? Would you feel like that your dad, when he gets another 5, 6, feel like that? Hey, you feeble old man, go sit down. No, there's some people out here that doesn't fit in that category. So again, we have to leave the opportunities open for him to feel like that he's still a man.
No, it's our job. I can speak for the company I work for. My boss is 72 years old. Now, if there's a heavy package, I say, I got it, boss. Don't even worry about it. Because I'm protecting him. Now, is he capable of lifting the box? Yes. But it's still our job.
Fuck that shit. You try that shit on the yard, motherfucker be like, nigga, it depends on the individual. And I'm just saying that to say, but there's people on the streets. Read what Tree said. Tree said, yes, he deserves to be charged with murder. His intent was to hurt anybody in his way. Well, all right, so let's bring it down this way. Hold on. Because, I mean, that was like, just like the nonchalant is like, he was like a dual motion. He was like, and covered his mouth at the same time. The perpetrator.
Let's watch the clip again for people that came in here. So basically, a man pushed the elderly man on the ground that was trying to tell him, you can't, hey, I need to see your receipt. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back.
A Home Depot worker who was shoved to the ground by an alleged shoplifter died of his injuries more than a month after the incident. Police in Hillsborough, North Carolina, have been looking for this suspect after they say he shoved the then 82-year-old man while stealing merchandise. Video from the store on October 18th.
All right, so that's the clip, man. And I get saddened by these situations because, like, your life could change in the blink of an eye, like literally. So when you make a mistake like that, this man, you don't know what this man was trying to do, bro. Listen, people get desperate.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. So when you was at the casino and the old dude was
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, so let me break that down. So I was at the casino. And I parked in a handicap spot. So this older guy said, Hey, you can't park there. And I said, man, shut the fuck up. He wasn't that old. He was around my age. Yeah, I said, shut the fuck up, and walked away. He was not that elderly. He was not elderly. I want to break this down. He was not elderly. So let's break down the situation. So I'm minding my business. I parked in a handicap spot. It's 250 handicap spots. Who gives a fuck? I'm walking into the casino. This guy comes behind me and say, hey, man, you can't park there. And I said, man, shut the fuck up. Kept walking.
Did you say who give a fuck about the handicap spots?
I said, shut the fuck up, and kept walking. So I go in the casino. As I'm coming out, the dude says, yeah, and your tires on a flat now. As I'm walking out the casino, he's walking in the casino, and we meet up. He said, yeah, your car. I said, if my car's on the flat, I'm coming back here and beating your ass. I said, if my car's on the flat, I'm coming in here and beating your ass. Now, time out. Let's speak on the situation. Now, imagine if when I did that and my car was on the flat, I came in there and beat his ass and he dies. Who's in the wrong? I deserve to be. I deserve.
You deserve life in the penitentiary.
No.
According to you.
No, I'm saying that.
And trees.
I'm saying that people lives change in the blink of an eye.
Right. True. So, Trees, hearing the story,
No, my dad, everybody told me, listen, ever since that day, I haven't parked in a handicap spot, right? To prevent that. Do you understand that, LV? To prevent that. So I said, all right, I'm going to get out of this situation unscathed, but I ain't got time. I'm going to get out of this situation.
The truth of the matter of the fact is the same way the man should have been taking those instruments or tools out of that store, which caused him to commit that crime, you should not have been committing and breaking the law and parking illegally.
And if somebody died behind some jackass that couldn't mind his business.
No, you're the jackass. Because now you're trying to minimize the crime.
So a petty crime that got me a ticket deserves for somebody to lose their life.
That's all he should have got was a ticket.
Yeah. So that's my point. Your life can change. Bless you, brother. Your life could change in the blink of an eye. So my point is, you're telling me that if somebody approached me and tries to harass me, and I'm telling them, if you touch my shit, I'm going to beat your ass, right? Because I don't fuck with nobody's shit. I mind my business, stay to myself. And ever since I realized, ever since I realized that could cause confrontation, I don't do it no more.
Until when?
I won't ever do it again. I won't ever do it again.
Until next time you're in a rush.
When I realized it could cause confrontation like that, because I can't handle that, and I don't bother nobody, so I avoid that at all costs.
Let's see what Tree said. She said, I can see if you're present with someone that committed a crime. I don't think people that are...
All right, so Rodrigo, as you say, self-defense is a whole different thing. So imagine this. You in the situation, Rodrigo, you were in a rush, like Leland said. You park in a handicap spot. The guy then tells you he slashed the tires. Is that self-defense? Or are you going to harm this man from touching your shit? I'm going to harm anybody that's touching my shit.
When the man was being a village, it takes a village to raise the community, the children, the people within a community. If someone in the village sees a villager doing something that they don't have no business doing. Now, because you pro-village and pro...
I am, but... All right, so I'll tell you what. If that was an older black man saying that to me, my perspective would have been different. But...
No, the thought, you'd be like, this ain't what you want. This ain't...
no, I would have... Let me tell you what.
I'm him, blood. I'm him.
No, I would have done none of that. I would have said... I would have done none of that. I feel like I feel like this is what I feel about... Like, I love my Caucasians, but I feel like they tend to mind business that ain't got shit to do with them.
Be vigilant. We can't call vigilant.
All right. So when you
and
say
I'm playing devil advocate.
All right, but if you playing devil advocate for motherfuckers you never stood for on the show is a little weird. So I don't want to have a conversation.
Just being vigilant.
All right. So if you think the word Karen came up because Karen was being vigilant because she told a man that he couldn't walk his pit bull without a goddamn muzzle on his face.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
No.
You know what I'm
Some
saying?
things, listen.
Pretty much.
This is my point. Sometimes it's best to just mind your fucking business. And if you feel let's give an example. Today, me and you, when we pulled up to the studio, it was people standing in the hallway. You said, hold on. You know why? Let me tell you what Paige did one day. Let me tell you what Paige did. A friend of mine, white lady, I love her to death. She said, true story. She said, hey, sir, can I help you with something? We did the complete opposite. As black men, we did the complete opposite. We're in a car. We pull up. You're like, oh shit, who the fuck is that? And we stayed in the car. We was not scared to get out of the car. We was protecting our energy.
No, I was scared.
No, but listen.
I didn't have no weapon.
Listen, we was protecting our energy. Paige got out the car, did the same motherfucking thing, and asked the man, can I help you? And I said, Paige, now what if that motherfucker would have turned around and said, yeah, bitch, and punched her? I'm in a full-blown fight.
Go ahead.
My point is, sometimes it's okay to mind your fucking business.
Right.
Even the guy that when I was in a handicap spot, let the fucking casino deal with
How
it.
come you don't? How come you don't be?
I would never look at a man and where he parked and say, hey, that's a handicap spot. And I tell you like this, I have bigger fish to fry as a black man than to be worried about a motherfucker parking in a handicap spot. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about privilege.
You find fish?
Huh?
You find fish? You frying fish. I don't know what damn blood told us. Motherfucker having a stroke live on the motherfucker.
All right, so let's see what Rodrigo
said. But
Rodrigo said self-defense is a whole different thing. Tree said right. No, Charleston White, send him to jail if he cut your ties. Don't react negative by beating him up. Not gonna lie, I probably. No, he says problem. But I'm just reading it correct. He probably meant probably. Take my L's because I'm wrong. Some people think they're above average though, and they need adjustment. So I agree with you.
But sometimes there's shit that go on. That's just like I always tell the story. Like when the dude was having a stroke, I didn't know he was having a stroke. I just knew that my kids had to walk down that block, and it was a car parked there, and I knew my kids had to walk past the car. So I'm looking out the window. I'm like, man, this car been out here for the grip. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, I'm going to walk my kids to the bus stop. So I walk the kids to the bus stop. When I walk by, I see them all. I look in, I see the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, tell it. And so I'm like,
you never told me the story. This is new to me.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I went and called the motherfucker, called 911.
Because he was having a stroke, or because he looked suspicious?
I didn't know he was having it because he looked suspicious.
There's nothing
to
wrong.
me.
All right.
But I was apprehensive because I was like, well, what if he faded? And I've been,
I know,
I've been somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I've been somewhere drunk, you know what I'm saying? Car and park, you know what I'm saying? And so it was sort of like apprehension, but I still called them. So I called the motherfuckers, but long story short, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't mean it that way, Rodrigo. We just kind of, I said problem, he said probably. No, you cool. He said, don't act like your phone never hit autocorrect.
This nigga.
I'm just trying,
I'm reading it verbatim.
I am, but I'm also a little tipsy, so I'm trying to read it correctly.
But I wasn't going to call nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I was sort of like, let me just mind my business. But saying that to say, and I don't know, I hope this is not nobody family that's watching this show. If it is, my condolences to everybody involved. But the 60-year-old man and they arrested the young individuals, I think they were like 15, 14.
That was a long time ago.
No, just today.
What happened?
Today.
What happened?
A 60-year-old man, I don't know his name. I know his name, I don't know it, but he got shot in the head on Halloween. They found him off 38th and Hamilton, which is probably one. But they found him off 38th and Hamilton on Halloween or around that time. I don't know the specifics. But then he died on the 12th of November. So it went from robbery or whatever. So anyhow, they arrested some young individuals today. 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 2 13-year-olds, or some in that age group. But the man was trying to help the young individuals who he thought were stranded. So,
all right. So I'm glad you're bringing this up. Topic change right now. So Tory was supposed to be on the show tonight. Shout out to Mr. Shabazz himself. He had some shit going on. He got some catering stuff to do. He was supposed to be on the show. About what Tory said on the post. He said, he was saying Like, we worried about the wrong shit. That's why I wanted Tori on the show. We worried about the wrong shit. Our young kids are out here literally killing each other and doing all types of crazy shit.
Them ain't my kids.
All right. So I want to say this. What you just said broke my heart, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because like the elderly people, they still have that love in their heart. They don't have social media. Time out. They don't have that social media. They don't have that realm. And you got these kids out here that are doing weird shit, acting crazy. And these listen, I watched the movie yesterday and I said, scamming is about to be at an all-time high.
That shit's over with.
No, I think it's even worse now.
It's over with now. By the time we find out about it, and motherfucker call you, hey, you got a dump card, it's over. You know what I'm saying? When it was really popping, we didn't know nothing about it. When it's available for us to do it, it's over.
All right,
but
with your weird
that's
ass
how
Jedi.
that's just how I feel. It's
all
over.
right, so I'm speaking on the situation where the elderly man, the 60-year-old man, was killed.
How you know what the 60-year-old man intent was? And I'm not saying that to play devil advocate. I'm just saying that to be real, because we putting all of this shit. No, you know what I'm saying? The elderly isn't the same way the children isn't the vulnerable, and it takes a village to watch it. No, you know what I'm saying? Listen, some of these people is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't know the intent of the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his intent was.
I agree, but that's the kid's job to explain.
Huh?
And God forbid that they lie on this man's legacy or his name and say that he tried to touch them or do some weird shit. I don't believe
it. It might not even be that. It may be just something that it was pure robbery. We don't know the intent. And I'm not even speaking, I'm just speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? So no. You know what I'm saying? All of that kid shit. Listen, man. We have to learn how to decipher.
All right.
Pick and choose on
who we fuck with.
And so if I now say I don't give a fuck if I see two 16-year-old, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old looking young ladies
I wouldn't do nothing.
Stranded, and I don't give a fuck, I ain't helping them.
You should be that. No. You can say, hey man, no. We'll have that conversation. I want to touch on it one more topic before we get on.
I thought you ain't doing what? Go ahead.
We're gonna do the 7-year-old. 7-year-old little girl that was murdered by a FedEx driver.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's change topics, man, because like we can talk all day about that shit. Because I agree with you. You got to get to a point in your life to where I just ain't fucking with it. Like for the safety and your energy.
Right.
I'm not listen. These kids out here killing each other. I'm
kids.
14, 13, 16-year-olds is kids.
Okay. Murderers kids. Or are they too young to be murderers?
Fuck no. We just talked about a 10-year-old that killed his mom. He's a murderer. That's a murderer.
A murderous kid. That you won't walk in the street?
I don't know how to answer that legally. We take some angles. So let's get to this topic, man.
Murderous kids.
7-year-old girl was murdered.
Love is love. Murderous kids.
All right, 7-year-old girl was killed by a FedEx driver. Let's watch the clip and we'll have that conversation. We'll be right back with y'all.
Overnight, a more than 48-hour search coming to a horrific end. The body of 7-year-old Athena Strand found after police say she was abducted and killed.
It's one of the toughest investigations that I've been involved in because it's a child.
31-year-old Tanner Lynn Horner is now in custody and will be charged with capital murder and aggravated kidnapping.
We do have a confession.
Police say Horner was delivering a package to Strand's house Wednesday evening and snatched her from the driveway soon after, just 200 yards from the home. Authorities believe that Strand died within an hour of being abducted.
The most critical time when a child disappears is the first 3 hours, and the place you immediately look was who was out in the community. People delivering things, people having calls for their home air conditioning and heater to be fixed.
The first grader was reported missing from her father's home in Paradise, Texas that same evening. Strand's stepmother calling 911 saying she had gotten into an argument with Athena, went to make dinner, then found Athena's bedroom empty, telling police she searched for an hour but found no sign of the young girl. Police issuing an Amber Alert on Thursday, hundreds of volunteers helping in the search efforts. We spoke with her family on Friday.
We definitely don't believe Athena ran off. We're not sure if she's been abducted or not. I'm scared and I'm hoping that we find her.
Investigators locating her body late Friday. Overnight, a more than...
All right, so that's the actual clip of the young 7-year-old being abducted by a FedEx driver. Some more information came out. That clip is actually a day or so old. Some more information came out today. The FedEx driver said that he accidentally hit the girl, and the girl yelled at him and said, "I'm going to tell my dad." And then the FedEx driver said he got scared and snatched her and took her with him. So I'm gonna start by saying this:
Was there any? I don't even know. Was there any sexual assault involved?
No, I don't think so. I think that he killed her. Man, listen, a lot of people are not good under pressure. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. A lot of people are not good under pressure. It's called anxiety.
I know you ain't.
No, it's called anxiety for a reason. Why do you think Love didn't want to be on the show? Love was sitting right there. He didn't want to come on the show because a lot of people can't handle.
I don't know. Maybe because a motherfucker have done some shit to a motherfucker that if they see him on the show and know that a motherfucker might pull up. You know what I'm saying? And so some people live those type of lives.
Yeah, no.
And so do I think it's more of what you said? Of course I know. Why? Because my nigga only talk shit to me.
Yeah.
And the nigga that talk, you wouldn't even know this is the same nigga. This nigga called me 8 in the morning and get talking about, yeah, nigga, slave nigga, you running in the same place. You at work, you think you doing something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so, but
I'm just saying like that. I'm not justifying shit. I'm trying to explain to people that mental illness is real.
So you truly believe that this man hit the woman, boom,
hit the 7-year-old,
hit the 7-year-old, boom, jumped out, I'm gonna tell my daddy.
I can speak on personal experience.
All right.
Turquoise, my sister, I'll never forget it. I got my ass whooped. Turquoise was riding. We had a blind driveway. This is the sick part about it. Our driveway was protected by bushes. Remember when you used to have those bushes that nobody could see in your driveway? Turkey used to ride her bike down this driveway into the other streets or the neighbor's driveway, like this, on Hamilton. There's no way you could see this child.
Where?
On Hamilton, when we lived on Hamilton. There's on Lafayette. There's no way.
What Lafayette? A 33rd?
Yeah. There's no way you could see this child like that, right? So this guy hit her. Boom. Turkey got up, not a scratch on her, and then ran. She was scared. My crazy ass, because I'm a loving person and you fuck with mine, I'm ready for your head. At 13 years old, I grabbed the bike, Turkey's bike, and threw it on the car. And I was trying to fight the guy that hit my sister. Okay? I got my ass whooped for the shit because I damaged this car more than...
He should have kicked your ass.
But listen, I'm trying to explain this to you. Certain situations, I could see how somebody might accidentally hit somebody. Now, the woman said her and her daughter got in an argument, which was weird alone.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's because of the police present. I don't know. Why would somebody say, me and my 7-year-old got into an argument. I went to the pantry. She went her way. We went our separate ways. See, that's that. See, they went to their separate parts of the house.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, with that European madness. That didn't make sense. Listen, but to your point, I guess maybe you can
the FedEx could fuck
I
up
guess you can
and then
hit
panic.
somebody
And then panic.
and then they're alive, and then you say they better off dead. I don't understand that angle.
No.
So you hear somebody, boom, they go, ah! I'm telling. They're alive, and they said they're gonna tell on me. Maybe I should.
Maybe he
kill
hit
them.
her and he killed her, and he's scared to admit that too. Trust me, you know how it works. You know how
I
you
know
how
how
the law works.
The nigga seen the young lady had an opportunity. The nigga. I'm sorry, and my bad. And I definitely don't want to refer to someone of that caliber, of that vibration, as in my realm. So I apologize. But the individual have been arrested and have been accused and have been. This is not his first rodeo. We have to. So the individual
Sexual assault.
Yeah. And now to who and to what, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what I heard. So again, the individual knew exactly. He probably took that job
to catch a child.
To catch a kid.
I can see that. I can see that.
He probably fantasized about pulling up, ringing the doorbell, kid watching Nickelodeon,
And mom at work.
Mom at work. What are you watching? I'm the delivery man. Fantasized. You know what I'm saying? And these are the facts. You know what I'm saying? He probably took that job just for that.
You're right. I didn't think about it like that, bro.
But I don't know. But there are people that do stuff and that do things maliciously or
let's do
articulately.
Hand me that bell. Can you hand me that bell? Look that bell over there.
Oh, man, shit.
Hand me that bell. Funny clip of the day. Let's change the vibe. Because the vibe, I agree with you though, 100%. Let's change the vibe. Let's watch funny clip of the day. I've been wanting to post this for a while. Never got a hold of it. Finally got a hold of it. Let's watch the clip. I want to explain something behind it, and let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with you. Funny clip of the day. Fuck around and find out.
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you. All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite clips, man, because I always try not to fuck around and find out. And that's
when you fuck around and find out.
No. Same way, like I said, we pulled up to the studio. Niggas was like, I ain't trying to fuck around and find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking it like, cause motherfuckers be like, I don't give a fuck. I won't find out. I don't find out nothing.
No.
And then when you got that nonchalant attitude, the woman develops it, and then that's when, who's that?
No. I don't want to. Don't want to fuck around because I don't want to find out.
You go through a phone guru, nigga. You go through a phone. I see you. You go through a phone.
Listen. Hey guys. We got 100,000 viewers. Damn, God damn, 100,000 views.
Where you got
this
that
shit
at?
crazy.
Where you got that at? Hey.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, Caucasians, listen, our Cash App right there. In that little box right there, that's our Cash App. We try to give it to some families for Christmas. We're trying to do
send me something, I'm spending.
Yeah.
So send it to him. I'm gonna put my own. Send me something. I'm gonna make sure it goes.
Also,
right
the smartest dumb
to
people will be taking 3 weeks off.
Is
Yeah, we're taking 3 weeks off.
hiatus?
Hiatus. Just to revamp some shit and get some shit underway. I just want to tell the world publicly, we're not going anywhere. We're just revamping. We're switching studios. We got some shit in the works. A lot of shit going on. A lot of good shit, but we need about 3 weeks to get it all in perspective. So just bear with us. We're probably going to go on Christmas break and start back up somewhere around
Christmas. What's that?
Christmas break.
Baby Jesus?
No, I don't. I'm just saying, like, that's when we'll probably start the hiatus. This is around Christmas break.
During the birth of baby Jesus?
Listen, this is the smartest dumb people. Anthony that dude Johnson, LB the Great. Y'all have a great night.
Yo, what's up? At the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of
Because
money,
he clearly single with other people. So, like, this was a story.
This is the best podcast in the city.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm not pandering.
You know what I'm saying? And they take vocals and, sprinkle it.
That's how I'm living on two hustles. You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat that you get into it.
But I also met
They know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have.
Team all the way.